Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
I'm Fred Hall. I'm Vice President and General Manager of the Bridgeport Port Jefferson Steamboat Company. You're on the bridge of the boat here, and welcome aboard. Great to have you. The company was founded in 1883 by two gentlemen. One was from Port Jefferson, New York. He was a deep-sea sailor named Charles Tooker, and the other was P.T. Barnum of circus fame from Bridgeport, Connecticut. The reason that the company was put together was to combine the agricultural products of Long Island with the city services and manufacturing that was available in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Well, you've got a 15-mile route across the Sound as opposed to 55 miles to New York City. So it was a natural for a lot of people to go to Bridgeport, Connecticut.
The trip is approximately an hour and 15 minutes. With steam 15.5, that's a normal speed. The nice conditions today, got good visibility. There's John, we're in very capable hands. He's steering with the joystick now, no longer the big wheel. And you got your magnetic compass. You got your GPS, that's satellite navigation. Basically two of everything. 2 radars, 2 radios, 2 steering systems. In case anything breaks down, it's only one captain now. You always got to remember that, only one captain. A lot of people are disappointed when they come to the wheelhouse and don't see the wheel anymore. You know, and it's always the symbol, but the joystick is more accurate. Nice to see the wheels, but you know, sometimes things are for the better. We cruise at 15 to 16 knots. We have a crew of approximately 10 people, a little more, a little less, depending on how busy it is.
The chief engineer basically runs the boat for the most part, keeps everything running. We got to do electric, plumbing, as well as keeping the engines running on the way. So we do just about everything to keep it going. The main engines are EMDs, they're called. If you notice, Long Island Railroad had the same engines in their trains, and they're about 3,000 horsepower piece, so we've got about 6,000 horsepower here. This is the board here that runs all the electric in the ship. I came from deep sea. I used to sail on ships, tankers, container ships, and things like that. And once I had a family, I decided maybe it's not time to settle down a little bit and get something more localized, which just is nice because I get to get home every night, or every day, depending on how the schedule is set up.
Right now I'm in the galley of the kitchen for Port Jeff Ferry. Right now I'll be doing some cheeseburgers, some fries. You're getting a full service no matter what anybody says in an hour and 10 minutes. So it can't get any better than that. They can get anywhere they want. They go from car to here and back, and then you're good to go.
We do this once a year. We go to bed and breakfast in Connecticut. It's a nice little break of the driving. This is about a 3.5-hour trip if we were to drive door to door, but with the ferry it cuts the driving down to about an hour and 20 minutes or so. It's very relaxing, and you see people here, they have their pets, you can get them out of the car a little bit, and you get a seat, it's just kind of nice. And on a nice day like this, you can go up on the top deck and see the beautiful water and the island, and it's just really enjoyable.
But I think there was a little wooden boat called the Martha's Vineyard that we used to go back and forth on. It didn't take very many cars, and it was tiny in comparison to these. We have a house out in Long Island, beach house, and we've been there. So we're just going home to boat, and then we're going back to Long Island for as long as we can, up until it gets really cold.
I'm an able seaman, and it's also another word is like a helmsman. We drive the boat. Follow the captain's orders, of course. We also handle lines, regular maintenance, garbages, stuff like that. Park the cars and pull them up, loading and unloading. We try to get everybody within about 6 inches of each other. During wind and sea conditions that are a little bit more extreme, we give them a little bit more room, in case there is error or anything. But for the most part, we try to get them as close as we can without touching them. 6 inches to a foot is a good rule. We try to load the outboard side of the boat, like the furthest out towards the water as we can first, and then work our way in. It takes about 20 minutes to load and unload. Sometimes shorter, sometimes more, depending on how many cars there are. Turnaround time here is very quick. We get to the dock at 1:45 and we have to leave, say, 1 o'clock. We have 15 minutes to do everything, but it's usually goes pretty quick. Most people, when you tell them, you drive the boat, first thing they think of is you're the captain, which it's not like that, but it is kind of cool, I guess, when you think about it.
Everyone loves to see the Park City, which has a bow door which comes up, and there are always jokes at Halloween time about how they want to paint teeth on it and make it look like a shark. The P.T. Barnum and the Grand Republic both have doors that come up on an angle. There's no advantage to one way or the other in particular. They both work and they do the job. Our best year ever, we carried 460,000 cars and another 15,000 or so trucks, buses, and motorcycles. Average number of passengers in a given year is around 1 million. We have grown dramatically since 1983, which was a year in which we made a quantum leap from carrying 35,000 cars a year to carrying 65,000 cars a year. A lot of people think that we're primarily a summer business. I can assure you, since the 1980s, we've been year-round. And as a matter of fact, people use us in the winter to get to the ski areas. We have a great group of people who go Fridays up to the ski areas and come back Sunday nights or a Monday holiday if that's the case. And that's how we do it at the Port Jeff Ferry. We want to thank you for riding with us today. Hope to see you in the future.